Alright, I have no idea what we're about to see down here. This is Corey's new house. I guess we're not backfilling. He backfilled a spot in the driveway for me so I could pull in off the concrete. But I guess out here in Johnson County, he had to pave the entire driveway. Looks like he did. He did do 6 inches thick, which is probably good because he has equipment come in. But he's not backfilling the side of the driveway because I guess we're putting decorative rock over there. We're going to prep the back, all that stuff, so we can get it ready to seed. And then I'll have to bring the seeder up and get it all seeded. Well, hang out and you can watch the arena drag prep some ground again. It does really good. If you do a bunch of seeding and you need something that preps really quick and you can kind of set the depth that you're prepping, that would be your tool. That would be what I would suggest to you to get. So anyways, got half a bottle of water, got a cell phone holder thing and a charging cord, and we're gonna get in that and see if we can make stuff smooth. I don't know if you can tell how not smooth this place is, but it's already starting to smooth out this drive lane I've been working on. I've got 4 or 5 passes in it, but the whole reason that I've got so many passes is because it's so rough. It's got hard spots. I'm dealing with not the same dirt materials in here. When you go from topsoil to clay and all that, they're all, you know, different consistencies. You gotta watch Corey, he'll run into your machine. Make a good seed bed for fescue and ryegrass and whatnot. You want it softer more than harder, if that makes sense. You don't want all these hard spots. You want to take all that shiny stuff off, if at all possible. It'll plant with the seeder a lot better. Even just that one pass may not show up on camera, but that's a lot smoother than that side. I went to the right side of that tree there, and that was one pass. I may need to adjust or drop the front end a little more. It looks a little better. I just didn't want to pull up any rock back here in the back. There's a big high spot right here under the tractor. He didn't catch it with the loader, but this will identify it, and it'll help level it out. All right, well, different day, same job. I ended up not getting any outside views when we were prepping Corey's yard. I ended up getting a bunch of phone calls and kind of kept me distracted, so I was talking on the phone as I was prepping. So I figured we would get some outside views of the seeder going. So this is our Frontier slash wood super seeder. You've seen it on my channel here a couple times. I kind of love to hate it kind of thing, or hate to love it, I guess. Either way you want to say it. I've got it pinned up to where we're running the main box, the cool season grasses, and we're doing the small seed box. Corey wants to do a certain type of fescue, and then he wants to run ryegrass out. He doesn't want to get a blended seed like what I normally use. So I pinned it up for 2 boxes. That way we can run both boxes. And everything's already prepped. I did not prep the front yard. He graded the front yard. I don't know if I'm seeding the front yard. I think I am. He has a small seeder that he runs on his mini skid, but he didn't want to do all this area 4 foot at a time at like 2 or 3 mile an hour. So anyways, we brought the seeder out to knock it out. Anyways, we may end up changing for next year. I'd like to get me like a 9-foot drill for natives and fescue. I mean, most of them have a cool season box too. I don't need a small seed box on it. And then I think I want to go back to a Landpride APS seeder, maybe with a small seed box, so I have the ability to run fescue and ryegrass if I want to, like today. I wouldn't have to blend it beforehand. So anyways, but enough talking. I'm going to get you some outside views of me going back and forth with the tractor. The Precision Super Seeder, or the Frontier Seeder, it will not seed any more than about 250 pounds an acre with 1 pass. So I have to do 2 passes, because everything is always, any spec, anything that I've ever seeded for any commercial property or anything is minimum 8 to 10 pounds per acre, or per thousand. Which is about 400 pounds an acre. I usually do 450 pounds an acre. Anyways, it doesn't hurt to have, I get really good stands at about 11 pounds per thousand. So anyways, so we'll be making 2 passes on everything. So if you see me making 2 passes, that's why. I have to, because the seeder doesn't put down enough seed to do 1 pass. All right, I'm gonna change battery. It's about dead. We're gonna get to rolling.
Get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound. Hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
Well, I figured we're done seeding. I figured I'd show you this again. Well, the seeder's sitting down. All these discs. Let's go on the other side. I have to go back through and straighten the discs again. Pretty cheap quality disc, because this job site was pretty clear of rock. I'm not saying it didn't have rock, but you know, these are probably in good shape compared to some of those. They're actually on the, maybe they're on the back side here and we can see them. There's one. I don't know if you can see that one, but there's 2 or 3 of them that are literally folded over again like that. There's a bunch of them that are all deformated. They're kind of twisted and mangled. Like I said, that's probably a good one compared to some of the other ones that are over there. See, like that one. Look at that one. It's laid over pretty good. I don't know if you can see that, but they could put a little better disc on it. I mean, it's a pretty lightweight disc. I'm going to try to see if I can find some turbo coulters or something maybe I can get with the square hole in them, because I'm sure these are atypical square hole discs. I'll take it apart and see what size square hole is in it, and then hopefully I can get some coulter blades, or some turbo, the turbo coulters or something, or maybe even just get a new set of discs, something a little bit heavier. I think my plan is I'm going to get rid of this seeder next year. I'm going to get through this season. I've got a fair amount of seeding to do, and I don't want to switch. I don't have money to switch, and I don't want to switch right yet. But I think what I'm going to end up getting is I'm going to have a Landpride seeder. I'm going to get an APS 1572 or a 1586. And even that, wow. Look at that pan. Look how bent that pan is from rocks getting kicked up in there and just beating the heck out of that pan. I mean, it's just the design. It's how it's designed. I mean, that's your spreader pan for the native seed. So I don't know if you can see it in there, but the native box is right there. I don't know. Cedar's not for me. Maybe for somebody, but it's not for me. It's a nice cedar, but when you're doing production work, I'm not doing anything worse now than I've done in the past. I never had a problem with my Landpride cedar. It didn't bend scrapers. The scrapers are at least twice as thick as these. I can't even run the scraper on the drive wheel because it'll catch something and it goes up in there and it's not at a very good angle and it's real lightweight, so it'll either bend it and it'll bend it into the wheel or something. Now that pan, and that's probably been that way for a little bit, I just noticed it. But anyways, I'm going to go to an APS 1572 or a 86, I think. And I may do the small seed box. I probably won't, just unless I find something that somebody has in stock that has the small seed box on it. I won't necessarily order the small seed box. And then I'm either going to go to a Great Plains or Landpride, which is the same drill. I'm going to get a pull type, either 7-foot or 9-foot native drill, to where it's got a native box, a fescue box, and I probably won't get the small seed box unless, again, I find one that has a small seed box, but I want the native box and the cool season grass box on it. So then that way, I'd really like to do a 9-footer. So when I'm seeding big areas of fescue, I can seed 9 foot at a time instead of 6 or even 7. But I would like to have, I'm probably going to do a 72-inch behind the tractor. I like having it in line with the tractor. So if the tractor fits, the cedar fits. I don't know if I necessarily want some overlap on the tires with my 3-point cedar. So anyways, I figured I'd show you guys that. They are nice cedars. Just, the review I did, I know it wasn't apples to apples. I really wish that I had an APS cedar still, or something close to where I could go and have both cedars side by side and I could really show you. I know I compared this to a seed drill type that I would probably get, and that's not really a fair comparison, but it is with the build quality. So anyways, like I always tell you guys, if you want the truth, come here. If you want somebody that's paid to say something, that's not my channel. And they didn't pay me nothing. I bought this with my own money, everything else. But I'll always tell you what I think, and I think I made a mistake when I bought this cedar. Anyways, that's the GS 1172 Frontier, basically a Woods Precision Superseeder. It's been verified by the Woods rep here in town. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Tried to give you some decent video of me seeding. You might have saw, usually I have to do 2 passes, so I do 2 passes and then I stagger half a pass. So in that way you're just not going over the exact same spot. I kind of feel like it levels the ground out just that much more. So anyways, I'm gonna get chained up, I'm gonna go get lunch, and I'm gonna head for home. We'll see you guys later.